Hello everyone, how are you? I am टिकेश श्रीवास्तव फ्रॉम एलिप्रॉन चैनल। आज हम लोगों का नीट सीरीज में एपिसोड 4 है, जिसमें आज मैं एपिसोड 3 बतला चुका हूँ। अब एपिसोड 4 पे बात करेंगे कि उसमें हम लोगों को क्या क्या जानकारी चाहिए, जिसके द्वारा हम लोग फॉर्म को पूरा सही ढंग से फिलअप कर सकें। एक्चुअली फॉर्म गलत होगी तो फिर आगे परेशानी हो जाएगी, प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगी। तो फॉर्म को हम लोगों को ठीक से फिलअप करना है। अब उसके लिए ये हम लोग सीरीज 4 में एपिसोड 4 में डिस्कशन करेंगे। जैसे इंफॉर्मेशन बुलेटिन नीट यूजी 2026 में है इम्पोर्टेंट इंस्ट्रक्शन। Candidates are strongly advised to read carefully all the instructions before applying for NEET UG 2026. Candidates are advised to fill the application form carefully. Corrections in only certain fields will be permitted during the stipulated correction window period, which will be notified at the later stage. आप लोगों को ये लगता होगा कि अभी यदि गलत भी हो जाएगी तो फिर आगे विंडो जब ओपन होगी नीट यूजी का तो हम उसमें करेक्शन कर लेंगे। तो ऐसा पॉसिबल नहीं है। यहाँ नीट यूजी का जो नोटिफिकेशन है उसमें क्लियर कट में दिया हुआ है कि सर्टेन ही फील्ड है जहाँ पे आप लोग कुछ चेंज कर सकते हैं। तो इसलिए है कि आप कोशिश करें कि करेक्शन करने की नौबत ही ना आए। करेक्शन करने की नौबत भी आएगी तो कुछ चीज़ें हैं उस पर ही सिर्फ करेक्शन कर पाएंगे, सब पे आप करेक्शन नहीं कर पाएंगे। इसलिए इस पे ध्यान में देते हुए ही आप लोग फॉर्म फिलअप कीजिएगा। मल्टीपल एप्लीकेशन फॉर्म सबमिटेड बाय ए कैंडिडेट विल नॉट बी एक्सेप्टेड। आप लोग आप लोगों में बहुत लोग सोचते होंगे कि मैं बहुत ज़्यादा फॉर्म फिलअप कर दूंगा तो एक्सेप्ट हो जाएगा, तो वो नहीं होगा। उसमें आपकी कैंसिलेशन भी हो सकती है, आपका रिजल्ट को रोका भी जा सकता है। तो उस तरह की गलती ना करें। एक कैंडिडेट वन कैंडिडेट मीन्स वन एप्लीकेशन फिलअप ओनली। तो अब इसमें पॉइंट 1 से मैं पॉइंट बाय पॉइंट मैं डिस्कशन करूंगा। डाउनलोड इंफॉर्मेशन बुलेटिन एंड रेप्लिका ऑफ एप्लीकेशन फॉर्म, रीड दिस केयरफुली टू इंश्योर योर एलिजिबिलिटी। Second point, carefully read the information bulletin and instructions, procedures given thereon, and eligibility to appear in the test. Before you start filling the online application form, candidates must strictly follow the instructions given in the information bulletin and on the NTA website. Candidates not complying with the instructions shall be summarily disqualified. आप यदि इसको नहीं ठीक से इंस्ट्रक्शन को फॉलो कीजिएगा तो आपको डिस्क्वालीफाई भी किया जा सकता है। पॉइंट नंबर 3, यू कैन अप्लाई फॉर नीट यूजी 2026 ऑनलाइन ओनली थ्रू द ऑफिशियल वेबसाइट ऑफ नीट यूजी। ये जो दिया गया है साइट दिया गया है https neet.nta.nic.in, इसी पे जाकर के एप्लीकेशन फिलअप कीजिए। सबमिशन ऑफ द ऑनलाइन एप्लीकेशन फॉर्म में बी डन बाय एक्सेसिंग द एनटीए वेबसाइट। एनटीए वेबसाइट पे जाकर के आप यहाँ जाकर के इसको सबमिट कीजिए ऑनलाइन एप्लीकेशन फॉर्म। पॉइंट नंबर 4, द एंटायर एप्लीकेशन प्रोसेस फॉर नीट यूजी 2026 इज ऑनलाइन, including uploading of scanned images, documents, payment of fees, and generation of the confirmation page, admit card, etc. Therefore, candidates are not required to send, submit, and documents, including confirmation page, to NTA through post, fax, WhatsApp, email, by hand. आपको हार्ड कॉपी भेजने की जरूरत नहीं है। आपका जो भी है सब ऑनलाइन ही फिलअप करना है, वही आपका कंफर्मेशन पेज हो जाएगा। द एप्लीकेशन फॉर्म इन एनी अदर मोड विल नॉट बी एक्सेप्टेड। एप्लीकेशन फॉर्म सोचिएगा कि मैं ऑनलाइन नहीं फिलअप करके वहाँ ऑफलाइन में भेज देता हूँ, तो वो पॉसिबल नहीं है। बाई हैंड दे देता हूँ, नहीं पॉसिबल। ईमेल के द्वारा दे देता हूँ, नहीं पॉसिबल है। फैक्स के द्वारा दे देता हूँ, नहीं पॉसिबल है। पोस्ट के द्वारा भेज देता हूँ, नहीं पॉसिबल है। तो पॉसिबल क्या है, सिर्फ ऑनलाइन ही फिलअप करनी है फॉर्म। Point number 5. It has been observed in the past that during the process of filling of online application form, certain candidates registered using identity proof documents other than the Aadhaar card, for which additional documents are required to be uploaded, submitted to ascertain their identity. Therefore, to avoid the need for submitting additional documents, candidates may consider using their own Aadhaar card as the mode of identity verification while completing the online application form. Okay, अपना जो आधार कार्ड है उसका यूज कीजिए. Point number 6, candidates must ensure that mobile numbers and email IDs filled in the online application form are their own and or their parents, guardians only, as NTA will communicate through SMS or email on the given mobile number and email IDs only. Okay? तो अपना ही मोबाइल नंबर या अपने पेरेंट्स का मोबाइल नंबर, ईमेल आईडी प्रोवाइड करना है. एनटीए कोई इंफॉर्मेशन भी कभी देगी तो उसी नंबर या उसी मेल पे देगी. पॉइंट नंबर 7, एप्लीकेशन वंस सबमिटेड कांट बी विड्रॉ. जब एक बार एप्लीकेशन सबमिट कीजिएगा तो फिर दोबारा विड्रॉ नहीं कर सकते. इनकम्प्लीट एप्लीकेशंस एंड एप्लीकेशंस not in accordance with instructions are liable to be rejected without any further intimation. आप यदि इनकम्प्लीट एप्लीकेशन भर रहे हैं तो आपको रिजेक्शन होने की चांसेस हो जाएगी. रिजेक्शन हो जाएगा विदाउट एनी फर्दर इंटीमेशन. कोई आपको विदाउट इंटीमेशन किए हुए आपको रिजेक्ट कर दिया जाएगा. तो इसलिए इनकम्प्लीट एप्लीकेशन को फिलअप नहीं करना है. पॉइंट नंबर 8, candidates shall ensure that the information entered by them in their own application form is correct. Request for change in any particulars in the online application shall not be entertained under any circumstances. Number 9. Those candidates who have passed should fill code 02207 against the column provided for. In case of qualifying examinations, candidates are advised to refer to Chapter 6 for eligibility and qualification for appearing in Neet Ug 2026. Point number 10, candidates appearing in class 12 in 2026 should select qualifying code as 01. अभी जो 2026 में अपियर हो रहा है 12th के एग्जामिनेशन में वो अपना क्वालिफाइंग कोड डालेगा 01. The applications form other than the one filled in online mode will be accepted. The candidates are not required to send the confirmation page of the online application form or any other document to the NTA. However, the candidates are advised to preserve sufficient number of hard copies of confirmation page along with the proof of the fee paid for further reference. Okay. Point number 12. The candidates should fill in complete correspondence and permanent address with the PIN code, email address and mobile numbers, own or parents, guardians only, for further correspondence. Point number 13. All candidates must ensure that they have provided the correct email address and mobile numbers. When candidates register, they have to enter the OTP received on their registered mobile number, and before submitting the fees, they have to enter the OTP received on their registered email address. Point number 14. Candidates must ensure that their email address and mobile number which they are going to register in their online application form are their own and or parents guardians only, as a relevant information important information communication will be sent by RTA through email on the registered email address and or through SMS on the registered mobile number only. NTA will not be responsible for any incorrect credentials and for any non-communication miscommunication with a candidate due to error in the email address or mobile number given by him her, or if the details provided by him her are other than his her own. Candidates are advised to visit the NTA website and check their email regularly for the latest updates. Point number 15. It is mandatory to provide the mobile number and email address of the parents or guardians during the Submission of the online application form of NEET 2020 of NEET UG 2026 as a copy of the confirmation page, a scanned OMR and a scorecard of NEET UG 2026 will be sent to the registered email address of the candidates as well as on parents guardians email address as provided in the application form. Point number 16. Information provided by the candidates in their respective online application form like contact details, personal details, address, disability details, identity details, registered APAR ID, examination cities, qualification details, additional details, emergency contact details, capture live photograph will be treated as final and non-editable post payment of application fees and generation of confirmation page. Any request for change in these particulars will not be considered by NTA under any circumstances except in the permissible period during stipulated correction window period. जो मैंने पहले ही बतला चुका हूँ आगे पीछे कहीं कुछ पॉइंट था जिसमें बतलाया गया था कि आप कोशिश करें कि आपकी कुछ गलती ना हो कुछ ही फील्ड है सर्टेन फील्ड है जहां आप करेक्शन विंडो जब खुलेगी तो सर्टेन फील्ड ही है जहां आप करेक्ट कर सकते हैं अदरवाइज सारे के सारे फील्ड में आप करेक्शन नहीं कर पाएंगे इसलिए कोशिश करनी है कि कहीं करेक्शन करने की जरूरत ही ना आए पॉइंट 17 fee can be submitted only online through the banking through net banking, credit card, debit card, or UPI services. Processing charges and GST as applicable are chargeable from the candidate in addition to the examination fee by the concerned bank payment gateway integrated. The confirmation page of the online application form will be generated only after the successful payment of the fee by the candidates. NTA does not edit, modify, alter any information entered by the candidate after completion of the application form under any circumstances. Any request for change in information therefore after will not be entertained. Therefore, candidates are advised to exercise utmost caution before filling up the correct detail in the application form. NTR disclaims any liability that may arise to a candidate due to incorrect information provided by him her in his her online application form. Point number 21. Candidates shall appear at their own cost at the examination center on the date and time indicated on their admit cards issued by the NTA in due course through its website. Point number 22. NTA reserves the right to withdraw permission granted inadvertently, if any, to a candidate who is not eligible to appear in NEET UG 2026, even though the admit card has been issued by the NTA. Point number 23. Candidates should not give the postal address, contact number, mobile number, and email ID of coaching centers in their online application form. Point number 24. All candidates shall ensure that the information like his/her name, mother name, father's name, gender, date of birth, category, PWBD, and PWD status, mobile number, email address, photographs, left hand, right hand fingers, and thumb impression, and signature, choice of cities for exam centers, etc., provided by them in their online application form is correct and their own. Point number 25. Candidates' eligibility for NEET UG 2026 is purely provisional and is subject to fulfillment of eligibility criteria prescribed by the NMC, DCI, NCISM, NCH, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Ministry of Ayush, as the case may be. Point number 26. NTA is facilitating all candidates with an additional platform of DigiLocker to download their Documents like confirmation page, admit card, scorecards, etc. Instructions will be provided in subsequent pages. Candidates are advised to visit the NTA website and check their email regularly for the latest updates. Point number 27. Any request to change the question paper medium, examination center, date and time provided on the admit card shall not be considered under any circumstances. Okay. जो एडमिट कार्ड पे आपका दिया रहेगा मीडियम का क्वेश्चन पेपर मीडियम एग्जामिनेशन सेंटर डेट एंड टाइम प्रोवाइडेड ऑन द एडमिट कार्ड शैल नॉट बी कंसिडर्ड एनी उसको आप सोचिए कि हम चेंज करवा लें तो वो पॉसिबल नहीं है. Point number 28. Candidates are advised to take 6 to 8 passport size colored photographs with white background. The photographs are to be used for uploading or on online application form for examination and also for counseling admissions process. This is to ensure that the same photograph is used for all documents and all purposes related to UG 2026. Candidates are strongly advised and requested to retain sufficient number of hard copies of each of the confirmation page, admit card, and a scorecard of the NEET UG 2026, as the same will be available only for a stipulated time period as per weeding out policy. Please refer weeding out policy. Okay. Point number 30. All candidates appearing in NEET UG 2026 must regularly check updates on the website of NEET and other concerned counseling authorities of participating states, universities, institutions till the conclusion of the final round of counseling. Point number 31. In case of any ambiguity in the interpretation of any of the instructions, terms, rules, regulations, criteria regarding the determination of eligibility, information contained therein, the interpretation of the MOE, NMC, DCI, NCISM, NCH, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Ministry of Ayush, as the case may be, shall be final and binding. Point number 32. In case of any ambiguity in the interpretation of any of the norms, terms, rules, instructions regarding registration of candidates, allocation of exam centers, issuance of admit card, conduct of exam and publication of result, and all India rank, the interpretation determination of penalty shall be final and binding. Point number 33. The information about the state UT from where 12th equivalent passed appearing as per candidates information is purely provisional for the appearing in the NEET UG 2026 examination and does not guidance guarantee admission in that state. The allocation of seats will be governed by the guidelines issued by National Medical Commission NMC with respect to admission in the MBBS course for the post examination and counseling process. Information Bulletin NEET UG 2026. 34 point number. Candidates are not allowed to carry instruments, geometry or pencil box, handbag, purse, any kind of paper, stationery, textual material, printed or written material, a table and water usage or packed, mobile phones, earphones, microphone, pager, calculator, document, slide rule, log tables, camera, tape recorder, electronic watches with facilities of calculators, any metallic item or electronic gadgets devices in the examination hall room. Point number 35. The candidates will be subjected to extensive and compulsory frisking before entering the examination center with the help of highly sensitive metal detectors. They may also undergo various other identity verification checks such as biometric authentication, face authentication, videography, etc. Point number 36. Merely appearing and qualifying in NEET UG 2026 does not confer any right to the candidates for admission to undergraduate medical courses. The selection and admission to undergraduate medical courses sits in any medical institution recognized for appearing undergraduates medical courses is subject to fulfilling the admission criteria, eligibility, rank in the merit list, medical fitness, and such other criteria as may be prescribed by the Government of India, respective states, universities, institutions, and medical, dental, Ayurveda, Siddha, Unani, homeopathic colleges. Point number 37. The candidates are required to fill in the online application form with correct and complete information carefully. If any incomplete or false information is given, then the candidates will be solely responsible for the same, and on the basis of false and incomplete information, the application form shall be rejected at any stage of the selection without giving any reasons, notices on furnishing any false certificates or indicating wrong category, subcategory regarding caste in the application form, or in the case of any other default, anti-respective authorities, counseling and or admitting institutes may reject the candidates at any stage of the selection and may take all necessary actions. Point number 38. Information uploaded on the website shall not be provided to the candidates or any other person under RTI Act 2005. The information uploaded on the website shall remain for a specific period only. Therefore, the candidates are advised to download the uploaded information and keep up with them for future. In due course of examination or in midway of process, neither any application under Right to Information Act 2005 shall be entertained nor information shall be provided. Factual information under RTI's Act shall be provided only after declaration of final result. Inter Inferential questions or speculative questions shall not be answered in RTI. The result of candidates who indulge in unfair means practices shall not be declared and may be cancelled, and action criminal proceeding and deemed it may also be intimated. Declaration to be submitted by the candidates at the time of the submitting of the application form. I declare that I have filled the all this online application form after carefully reading an information bulletin and fully understanding the provisions and procedures mentioned in it. I confirm that all the particulars and information provided by me in this form is true and correct to the best of my knowledge and belief. I understand that my result may be withheld and or my candidature may be cancelled if any information provided by me in this application is found to be false. During any stage of the examination, even including post-examination admission stage, I agree to follow these terms and conditions along with those mentioned in the information bulletin, public notices and advisories issued by NTA for NEET UG 2026 from time to time. तो ये हो गया. अब फिर नीचे दिया गया है. Under no circumstances, candidates will be allowed to fill more than one application form. Therefore, please take utmost care while filling up the particulars. Strict actions will be taken, even at a later stage, after against such candidates who have filled more than one application form and will be treated as unfair means. In case it is found at any time in the future that the candidate has used uploaded the photographs, signature, and certificates of someone else in his her application form, admit card, or he she has tempered his/her admit cards, results, scorecard. These acts of the candidates shall be treated under unfair means. Practices and actions taken as detailed under the provisions of the information bulletin relating to unfair means practices. Next paragraph. If during any stage of examination any doubt arises that a candidate has filled in multiple forms of impersonated or not provided genuine information or given fake or false information or the like, such a candidates can be asked to give additional proof of his/her identity at any point of time. If at any stage, including after declaration of result, it is found that the candidate has submitted duplicate forms or has been provided in any form of impersonation in impersonation or fabricated facts, such candidates shall be liable for severe penalty, including being debarred from taking the anti-examination for a period of 3 years. Such candidates shall also be liable for suitable criminal action under relevant laws of the country. Application candidates of candidates submitting false and fabricated information documents uploaded during filling of application form OMR answer sheet, the scorecard etc. will be rejected and such candidates will be further debarred from appearing in examination conducted by NTA. Such candidates will also be prosecuted under applicable laws for a criminal offence and suitably penalized. Choice of exam cities displayed to the candidates will be only on the basis of permanent and present address filled during online application form of Neet UG 2026. तो ये रहा हम लोगों का एपिसोड 4 सीरीज 4 नीट का। अब फिर नेक्स्ट वीडियो में मैं आऊँगा, उसमें आप लोगों से एपिसोड 5 के बारे में, एपिसोड 5 नीट यूजी एपिसोड 5 में हम लोग बातें करेंगे। ओके, थैंक यू।